Today's episode of DRL is brought to you by Hella Cocktail Company. My guests don't just come to DRL for me. They also come for the cocktails. Luckily, my friends at Hella Cocktail Company have my back. These guys make amazing mixes, from Bloody Mary to Margarita to Moscow Mule. They also make cocktail bitters, my secret ingredient, and now yours too. It's easy to feel like the best bartender in town when every bottle comes with a simple recipe on it. Hella Cocktail Company, bold flavor, real ingredients, hospitality. Mixing it up since 2011. Shop the collection on Amazon Prime or use code DRL online at hellacocktail.co for free shipping. Hello, my lovely listeners. Welcome back to another episode of DRL, where we're talking everything dating, relationships, and love. I'm your host, Tanisha Wood. I'm still in Ghana, and you guys remember last week I got the Ghanaian perspective on dating. So this week I'm getting the expat perspective on dating. So I have a friend of a friend. La has a friend named Maya who moved to Ghana from Texas. So she's out here in Ghana doing the damn thing, working and dating. So we're going to talk about all of that.
Absolutely.
Hi, Maya.
What's up, girl? So the reality is, I'm only in...
I love how you just start. She's like, the reality is... I already got something to say.
I want to spill the tea, because after I really start this conversation, you're going to be like, girl, it's no way. So with my dating perspective.
Okay, first of all, how did you get to Ghana?
I didn't move to Ghana. I actually met my business partner in Houston. Mm-hmm. So she attended my school. So I have a school in Houston. She attended my school.
That's a beauty school.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a mutual friend. And then that friend was like, I think y'all have some of the same ideas. Y'all should partner and work together in Ghana.
Before you got here to Ghana, what was your life like dating-wise? Like, what were you doing?
And I'm admitting it. I'm just kidding. I got divorced in 2009.
How long were you married?
7 years.
Okay. Why did that end?
Breakdown in communication. And then I got married when I was 18, like as soon as I turned 18. Mm-hmm. So I think that situation just outgrew itself, the relationship and everything. But me and my ex-husband are really, really cool. But, you know, with having a young son, the smartest
thing to do... So you guys got married, had a kid right away.
Yeah.
And then were together for 7 years, got divorced.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the best thing to do was for me to like focus on my career, because I had only been a wife. And that was the most devastating thing about the divorce, that I didn't realize. Like, you haven't, like, you don't know nothing.
So you didn't have your own career or anything at that point?
Even though I definitely had my own career, definitely made my own money. But when I say I've only been a wife, it's more than a notion. That's a lifestyle. Your career is what you do right now, 9 to 5. Blah,
right.
Blah. Who are you when you wake up?
Right.
You're not your job when you wake up.
Right.
But I'm a wife when I wake up. So if that thing is taken from me, my life source, I feel so lost and so like weird about it that I just had to work. So I kind of got in this really, really like, you know, space of just, I want to work. I just want to build myself. I just want to work. So I really didn't focus on guys like that. So if I had to describe my relationship life previous to Ghana, it was disposable. Like, I treated guys in a very disposable way. So I don't want to say disposable like throwing guys away, but disposable is you have this thing for this intention. And then after you've done that with that, like a paper cup, after you drink out of it,
right,
then you throw it away. So I'm not necessarily, I guess it's still using, even though like,
you were trying to make it sound better, but yeah, you use a paper cup.
But no, I mean,
it
it wasn't that I didn't have any romantic or emotional attachment to guys.
You were just saying, like, you weren't feeling like a deep connection, and you were thinking about lifetimes. Like, it was capable. Just day to day, like right now, like really.
There was a couple of guys I liked within there that I really felt like some long term with, but I just wasn't capable. Like, I couldn't maintain it. I was so self-conscious about. I was still really getting used to co-parenting. What's my ex-husband gonna say if I got a boyfriend? You know, I'm thinking about all these different things, and then also trying to build myself as a woman. It's very different for women.
How did you get past that at that point?
It wasn't until I came to Ghana, and it wasn't until like a while. Like, I started coming in Ghana. We launched the school March 2014. It wasn't until December of that year Then my mom was like, do guys ask you out in Ghana? I'm like, girl, yeah, I'm cute. So she's like, if somebody asks you out, you should go. And I was like, all right. And my mom just has this real, like, Texas way of talking, like, because I'm feeling a spirit in your house, and, it's just a lot of energy. So my mom was calling me a hoe, too, just like on the low. And I'm feeling the energy. You a hoe. But she was trying to be cool about it.
So fast forward to that. How did that go? So at this point, you're in Ghana. You're sort of getting used to the idea of, I'm divorced. Like, I could do me, and that's fine.
Girl, so
how did that start out?
Girl, let's rush this story. So the first guy I started talking to, girl, his name is Meek.
Like Mill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, girl, really, really sweet guy. Just spotless. Nigga spotless.
I just pictured chocolate and really white teeth and
girl,
very built and tall.
And he got like a little, remember the little Maxwell fro?
Yes.
Oh my God, girl, I'm gonna show you a picture of me.
Pretty brown, yeah,
pretty
wings.
Girl, listen, girl. So me and him worked together, but I didn't meet him. And then we got into an argument where I was like, you know what, man, fuck you, because that's just my mentality, which is horrible. But I'm changing. I've been changing. Ghana has definitely slowed my temperament. So we actually got into it, and then we didn't talk anymore. So at that time in Ghana, because I'm so Texan, I'm like, I don't want a driver. I want to drive. So I would just drive and get lost. I would know my destination, and I'm like, Accra Mall, I got this. So that day I wanted to go to Accra Mall. So I was like, don't know how to get there, but got this. So I just took one of the employees from the spot, and she drove me to the mall. Girl, Lauryn Hill was in town, and I wanted a little something.
I bet she was late
to wear, extremely late, but she gave a good show. So then we go to the mall, and Meek's picture is like on this long wall. So I look at the picture, and I know it's him. And I was like, I told the girl that I'm with, I'm like, I know that nigga. And she's like, how you know him? And I was like, don't worry about how I know him. I don't talk to him. And she's like, why? This is Ghanaian people. Why? Call him. Miss Maya, don't be there. Why? Oh, wow. No, don't be that way. So she kept saying it. I kept looking at the picture. I was like, I'm going to call a nigga. He cute. So called him up, and he's like...
And you said what when you called?
Oh, me? I don't care. I can cuss you out and call you the next day like I ain't did nothing. So then I was like, what's up, Big? How you doing? I haven't spoke to you in a long time. How you doing? He was like, oh, I'm fine. It's cool. And then that's easy with Ghanaian people, too. They forgive quick.
Oh, that's great, because I'm not that type of person. I'd be like,
quick.
oh, I remember the last time we talked. I think you tried to curse me out. Yeah. Bye-bye.
They really have
that's great.
a forgiving spirit.
That's great.
I don't know how great it is, but it's definitely good for conversation. So I was like, how you doing? He said, I have a polo.
Like a polo match?
No, listen. I got to explain it in the story. So he said, I have a polo. So I said, really? I thought he said, I have polio. So...
So you were like, they don't give one of those vaccines?
That's what I was like. I'm like, baby boy, legs fucked up. Like, what happened? Like, I've been mad at this dude the whole time. Baby boy can't even walk. Oh my God. Like, I'm horrible. Like, how could you do this? Baby boy got polio. Oh my God. So I started calling him every day, checking on him. Have you eat today? How you feeling today?
So this whole time you really thought he had polio?
I thought baby boy was crippled. I thought like his modeling career is over. Baby boy got polio. Oh my God, such a handsome man, struck down in his prime. The devil is busy, girl. I'm just sad. So then one day I called him and talking to him. He was like, so it was like days, like going into a week or so. And so one day I called him. He says, oh, I think I'm feeling better. I think the Apollo is leaving. And I was like,
polio doesn't go away like that.
I was like, poor kid. He's fighting for his life. He don't even know that he ain't no hope for this. But something, we kept talking in the conversation. And he was like, I'm going to send you a picture of my eye. And I was like, okay. So then he sent me the picture and he was like, see, it's leaving. And I'm like, what what the fuck? Like, I'm confused. I went to work and asked my workers, I said, what's a polo? And so they said, a polo. And they went around and they have to get the English.
Right,
so
right.
They come back, pink eye. I said, so this nigga didn't have pink eye? I'm checking on him every day, and you got pink eye? What? He had pink eye. I mean, but by that time, I had already invested in a situation. I couldn't go back. So then a couple of days after he asked me out, we went to a coffee shop. Just the sweetest, purest, softest, sweetest, marshmallowest guy.
And he lost the pink eye at that point. So
yeah, didn't have pink eye. He has a really awesome body. He has a really, really cool attitude. I really feel like our relationship didn't work because our ambitions are different. Like mine is like ramped up to 100, and then I'm brash. I know I'm brash, and it takes a very strong person to like deal with my attitude and how I come off. And then I need what I need. I'm not needy, but I need what I need, like
right.
that kind of thing. So
he was your first Ghanaian boyfriend.
Yeah.
Now, with you guys...
He was my first Ghanaian boyfriend. Repeat that back. Because if you run it back like, is he the first person you slept with in Ghana? No.
Culturally, was there like meeting of families? Or like, how did that go after a year?
Yeah, I met his mom. His dad has passed away. I mean, everybody's different with that. Mm-hmm. The tribes have different things with it.
What tribe was he from?
Fancy.
Fancy?
Yeah, so they're from...
That's a nice-ass name for a tribe.
Correct.
I'm from the Fancy tribe.
So they're from Cape Coast. They're known to speak English well. They fit into a lot of groups. You know, they blend. They just... I mean, everything about his personality, like everything... That was the weird thing that when you get here, people say, well, what tribe is he? And then you tell them and they're like, If you become romantically involved with somebody... You have to know. Like, you have to know. And the stuff they say is true. That's the part that impacted me, because I was like, it's not true.
So what do they say about the Fancy tribe?
That they speak good English. Okay. And that they, because of that, they fit in well. They're usually very suave people, very likable. Do they say they don't like to work? I don't know. I think it's they don't work as much. Like they hustle.
Well, kind of like what you said about the ambition thing.
Yeah, they hustle not, because in some tribes they don't like to work. I think the fancy one was they hustle not strong.
Got it.
Yeah. In Ghana you gotta have a little hustle too.
So how did it go meeting his mom?
I mean, it was cool. His mom is old, so I mean it was just like, what's up? And she gave me a little bracelet. It was cute. I didn't know I was going to meet his mom. He took me to lunch, and he was like, go with me somewhere. And it was to meet his mom and one of his sisters. Now,
is there any sort of difference or bias because you're an American girl?
I don't think they felt any particular way, because I think out of his siblings, it's only him and one sister that still stay here. The rest of his siblings stay in the States.
Got it.
So I don't think they really... I really felt like they was enamored with me because I'm beautiful.
So they weren't she's not Ghanaian.
No. But you encounter people that are like that. You encounter people that it's all good until you messing with their son.
Right.
And then they be like, she don't know how to cook Ghanaian food.
She don't know jollof rice. Because there's no other food they're not going to eat.
Yeah, it's like, what my grandbaby's going to eat.
You ended things with him?
Yeah.
How do you take it?
That was just a really hard breakup for us both.
Why?
First of all, I've gotten good at breaking up over time. At that time, I wasn't good at it. And then...
What makes you say you weren't good at it?
Because now I do it smooth. Like, I can break up with you, bam, we out. But then, no. Because I hadn't had a lot of relationships since marriage. And then...
So he was really was he your first relationship after you were married?
I feel like it. Yeah, I messed with some dudes, and it was a long-term thing, but I really feel like interaction. We went to dinner, we planned stuff, we went up and down, and all that kind of stuff, yeah. I mean, he was a cool dude. I mean, and now we're in a good place. But...
now you're friends?
Yeah, the breakup was hard because it was just uncomfortable. Like we kind of, like he kind of understood why we was breaking up. I kind of understood.
Did you tell him why though? Like our ambitions don't match. Like
no. We didn't break up like immediately because of that. We actually broke up again. Communication breakdown. I need what I need. All this.
What did you need that he wasn't giving? I mean, you said the ambition.
If we plan something, I don't care if it's going to the grocery store at 4 p.m. If you're not there at 4 and you don't call me and you become real dismissive, it's just really hard for me. Because in my marriage, I went through a lot of being in the dark. Mm-hmm. A lot of being in the dark. And then to end it with being divorced, you're like, wait, I didn't even, like, whoa, I didn't see this coming. So when you become divorced, your ultimate goal becomes, I just don't want to be divorced again.
Right, I don't ever want this again. So
one thing you stop doing is lying to yourself. As women, we build these really like fanciful things. A guy could be a certain way, but we feel like, oh, he'll grow out of that.
He'll change it for me.
He only like that because he tired. We just, all these different things. Sometimes that nigga's really like that. Like, that's him. Like, he's really showing you that's how he is. Now, with that being said, you either can deal with it or you can. That's it. It don't mean that he bad. It don't mean that he good. Can you deal with it? And if you cannot, then you have to peacefully bow out.
Right.
Because I think Ayala talked about it one time where she was like, her ex-husband, because she was with him for 14 years, she was like, he didn't love me the way I needed to be loved. And that's
that's okay.
That's
you
fine,
just have to recognize
he was a loving person, but he didn't give her the kind of love that she needed.
Right.
You have to address that as a woman, because what happens is if you continue without the love that you need, you start to cheat or you start to lower yourself.
Nothing good can happen from there if you're not honest about what you need.
It just goes crazy. First of all, you have to do the hard work. You can't be looking for no daddy love from no nigga, because I went through that. You can't be looking for no Hollywood love, because niggas got to go to work and their penis don't always get hard. I mean, all that. You can't do it. Like, you have to do the hard work as a woman. Respect yourself. Understand yourself. Get to know yourself.
What happened after this point?
After what? Meek?
After Meek Mill. After Ghanaian Meek Mill. Mm-hmm. And you were sort of being casual. Did you eventually meet somebody else?
Yeah, Sidon.
What's going on there?
Both our personalities are too strong.
So you guys have been dating for how long?
2 years.
Okay, and what would you classify it as?
Jail time.
Okay. 2 years in the pen.
Oh my God. No, Sidon is, if I could talk about him.
Well, let's start from the beginning. How did you guys meet?
Girl, see, you be coming with these stories. I don't be wanting to just do Maya James story time. I went to go and get airtime for my phone. So walking into the building, he must have seen me, because the security and all the people knew me there. So when I came back out, the security was like, oh, this guy, he stopped. He gave me his card, talking about tell you to call him. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. And he gives me a card. Do you know him? I said, no, I don't know him. You gonna call him? I was like, nigga, why you mad?
So at this point, you haven't even seen him.
No, and this
you just are handed a card by the security.
Yeah, so the security, I'm like, what do you look like? Oh, some tall, slim guy, B. And I'm like, okay. And that's it. So I take the security, I look at it. He's in marketing and outdoor advertising. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep the card because it might be useful.
Right.
So then fast forward, I didn't call him. So I'm going home one morning drunk. It's like 6 a.m. Ghana parties don't end till never. It's 6 something in the morning. I gotta work. I gotta be to work at 10. So I'm like, I'm gonna just go home. You know how you be calculating sleep.
Go home, shower an hour. I'm asleep.
Yeah. So I'm trying to drive. Somebody honking at me. And I'm like, look, I can't stop right now. I don't have time to talk. But the person is steady honking. So I'm like,
this is on the road?
Yeah. So I'm thinking like, let me stop. I probably hit a bush or some shit, a little fucking goat hanging from the car or something. Let me see. So I slow down and the person comes up on the side of me and it's him. And he's like, I've been waiting for you to call me all week. And I was like,
wait, was he stalking you? Like, how did it just happen?
First of all, I cried small. He was like, I've been waiting for you to call me. You haven't called me. And I'm drunk trying to have this real sophisticated conversation, but I was like, I still got your card. And I showed him. He was like, give it back. So he took it back. So we pull over. He takes the car back. He tells me, call his number. I call his number. And he's like, what you doing today? And I was like, I'm going to work. And he's like, I'm going to job. I was like, cool. He was like, you going to go to sleep right now? Because that's what it looked like. Like when you're so dusty.
Like the lashes on. Yeah. Like.
So he was like, cool. You want to hook up later? I'm like, cool. I was like, you can come by my job, which is like my MO. You can come by my job. So he did come by the job later in the evening. And then we went for like a little dinner. And I mean, the rest is history.
So there was an immediate connection at that dinner?
No.
Okay.
We both, you know what? We're attracted to each other and we like each other. But both of our spirits and personalities are very strong. Now he's from...
No, but at this point, so this first dinner, what was the vibe?
I like the nigga. I mean, he tall, he dark. I like his eyelashes, his eyebrows. I like his lips. Like, I'm attracted to him. But me in connection, it just don't work like that. Like, I don't just be seeing you like, oh my God, it sparks. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just a different person on that tempo. Mm-hmm. It just take a while. It'll take a while.
So after that first dinner, how did things progress?
Slowly. Like, he would ask me out, I would tell him no. He was telling me he liked me, I said, all right.
Why were you not interested or at least showing it initially?
I had broken up with Meek, but I still like Meek. I was working. I was still getting good dick, so I wasn't, like, tripping. Like, I don't know.
At this point, you guys, you're kind of, like, you know, being a little standoffish. Like, there's other stuff going on in the background, so you're like, I'm not necessarily pressed for this. When did things shift over and change to where you were like, damn, I like him. Let me give this a shot.
I want to say probably like the first time we had sex, which was a whole orchestrated event, that was totally cute. I was like, this is cute.
Wait, he planned a whole sexual event?
You could have just told a girl where to meet you.
Tell me what that was like.
And then I don't even know, we went to a play, went to dinner, then he drove me to some hotel thing that was like far out, like super far. I was like, this nigga about to murder me.
Am I gonna die, or is this gonna be the greatest night of my life?
First sexual encounter. I mean, I just started liking him over time. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
What do you like about him?
Weird. Probably because he don't take my shit. I be giving a lot of it, but he don't really take it. And then I've come to understand him more over time. At first, I just be like, this nigga don't love me. I hate this nigga. But it's like tiny things culturally that we have to respect, that they do things the way that they do them. As Americans, especially as African American women, we're fed a lot of propaganda on our men. Mm-hmm. We're fed a lot of black men ain't good, black men don't do this, black men don't do that, they don't love, if he don't do this for you, if he don't take you here, if he don't say this, if he don't take care of his kids, if he don't get it, you know. And really, black American men go through so much shit. If that nigga wake up and don't kill everybody, he doing good.
Right.
You know, and you have to work it out with your man. With me signing on to that propaganda, I felt like I was giving him a hard time and wanted him to love me regardless. You ought to love me regardless. Mind you, I'm going through shit with the nigga. Like, don't get it twisted. Cheating, everything. We both going through it. We both cheating. We both doing the most. We both giving each other a hard time. But because of what we do in the States, like, your dude have to give you just this really unconditional love. He got to love you regardless. He got to ride or die. People have feelings. People go through shit. People have hard days. All kind of stuff. And a person should be able to feel emotion within their space, mm-hmm. without having to explain it to your ass. Mm-hmm. Like, that's it. So it took a lot of me growing up, getting into my own space, learning, going through some stuff myself, identifying what's really going on, even learning how to talk to him. You know, I grew up in a household where my mom could say whatever she wanted to say, and she allowed us to say whatever we wanted to say. Even to this day, if my mom feels a certain, like, she's just now getting to the point of understanding, like, look, it's 2 a.m. This is not the time to talk to me. Because with her, when I feel it, is when I'm going to say it. And I took that same attitude into my relationship. When I feel it, is when I'm going to say it. You're not supposed to do that to no man. You have to learn how to talk to your man. You have to learn how to love.
Well, not everything that crosses your mind is worth saying. I think,
but even the good stuff, you have to learn when he is able to best receive it.
Right.
And that's respect. That's really what that is. That's respect. But us, he not listening to me. He don't value my opinion. He need to, we have just such this, I don't know. It's divisive. That's all the fuck it is. It's divisive. When you want something to work, you are clever. You're smart. You actually become comprehensive. You start to look at everything from every angle so that you figure out how it works.
Right.
It's not compromising. If you really want it to work, you go within yourself or you ask him. I know sometimes you get frustrated with me. I get frustrated too, but I just want to understand, how can we do this?
Right.
Even with me and him, a week or so ago, we weren't even talking. I even told Lala, look, I got to break up with him. We had this whole, team meeting. I'm breaking up with him. Lala, today is the day. You going to do it? I'm like, yes, I'm going. Then she hit me at the end of the day. You broke up with him? No, it didn't work. Okay, we're going to do it tomorrow.
Why were you going to break up with him?
It was just, our relationship was starting to dominate me mentally. And I started to feel depressed. But the depression itself talks to you. And it starts to take everything in your life and just magnifies it. Oh, you know what, you're at work, but you're not doing as much as you can. You're not working. You're not making as much. In the relationship, it was compounding it. And I was aggravating him. I was aggravating my fucking self too. And I know in his heart of hearts, the dude loves me. I never question it. I don't care how sick depression makes me or however, whatever. If I need it, he'll give it. If I'm down, he got it. If my mama need it, my son, anybody, and this is somebody from a whole nother continent that just know me in my heart. I didn't question it. I just couldn't figure out how to make it work. And I know that I'm the crank to our relationship. He's the motor. I'm the crank. But if you can't crank it to get the motor going, y'all ain't gonna go nowhere.
Right.
Women don't understand that. We the crank. If the crank break, you ain't going nowhere. Or if you want to say you the key to start the motor. So you always have to maintain yourself. You always have to maintain yourself really, really well. And I know I was just sick.
But that can get, I feel like, exhausting to be that person that's like, it's up to me to start it. It's up to me to be the one to get it going.
I promise to God, I'd rather be the key than the motor.
Why?
I swear to God. Because if all I got to do is turn and everything on the inside, because how a motor works is once you turn the key, it ignites. So a fire ignites. The fire that ignites pushes a piston. The piston pushes up.
Are you a mechanic?
I'm smart. Fluid starts going. Pistons are going. Spark plugs are sparking. Exhaust is flowing. 50 things are going on at one time. All you did was turn. Your man is a king. He's a motor. He's somebody that can really maintain 50 things at one time. He's working. He dealing with bullshit and stress. He maintaining you. He caring for the household. He trying to make sure your kids got. He trying to make you got. He trying to have good sex with you. He trying to laugh at all your little dumbass jokes. He trying to tell you your hair cute. This nigga doing 50,000 things.
Do you feel that women do the same?
That's the thing. People always compare it. No. Because I'm going to be real with you. In a real relationship, I'm not doing half of the shit that my man do. Straight up. And ideally, that's how God designed it. We're not doing half of what men do. We're doing the little that we do very well. And if you get in a real relationship, the way that it's supposed to be designed, you just doing a little bit of shit really well. Your nigga is really carrying the load. Absolutely. And even in this relationship, even me and C-Dog went to a business meeting the other day, and the person in the business meeting kind of like went off the deep end and kind of became offended by something C-Dog said. And the dude just got angry. And I was sitting there getting mad because the real me is like, nigga, I like guns, baby. So if you want to clap out. But C-Dog was so poised. So I'm even in a situation where this nigga got all this going on. We the same age. And I still learn from him.
Right.
Because two people put in the same situation, I wanted to clap back. I wanted to be like, fuck you, you're cool, we out, that's it.
Now, how does that work, Maya? Because you are clearly, like, your personality isn't one of a shrinking flower or shrinking violet. You're not like, hi, I'm Maya. Like, you're a very powerful woman, and that's clear when you walk into a room. Yeah. So how does that work with a man that exudes those sort of qualities as well?
most women don't want to be just like this dominating, having to do everything, take care of everything, look after everybody, rock the kids, talk to your mama, get the groceries, make.
But for some women, though, that it's not that they want to be that, but they've maybe had to be that by circumstance, and so they've become that, and now it's just who they are.
And the first opportunity that they get to feel like all I have to do is bring me, even if you taste it, oh shit, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. You become an iPhone, this bitch. You got apps, you got everything. You like the moment, I promise to God, and this is just definitely from an American perspective, because usually our women have to be that. The moment you go somewhere and you say, I want X, or I want to do, and the person not only orchestrates what you want to do, he bring you and all your friends, and it ain't even on no trick shit.
Right,
it's just you want to do it. So
right.
Or I feel like eating noodles today. Okay, let me know when you finish. We'll go eat noodles. The moment you taste it, you know, like my mom needed eye surgery. I'm short XYZ. Not only give you the money, I'm gonna wake up and pray with you. Your mom ain't going into surgery, call me. You know, somebody that's just really supporting you and trying to just hold you down, even if they don't understand everything you say, even if you're fierce and you sometimes get on their nerves, somebody that's just sticking in there with you. If you taste it, you're going to figure out how to keep it, because don't nobody want to be this superwoman, superhero type shit. Don't nobody want to feel like.
But do you ever find yourself in a moment where you would naturally react a certain way and having to say to yourself, you know what, step back a second, or like,
all the
don't.
time.
How do you
and he
deal
reacts
with
back, because I'm quick to say, man, fuck this shit.
How does he react when you do
man,
that?
Fuck you. He be like, really? I mean, because it's, you know what?
And the reason I ask the question is because I know a lot of women that are that woman, like are very independent. I do this myself, I do that myself, either by circumstance or just it's how they are, right? And so when a man comes into the situation that is wanting to be a man and is like, I'll take care of this, I'll take care of that, the women sometimes don't know how to handle that. Like they're almost like they don't trust it, or it's so quick. That's just how it comes to them, and they know no other way. And so eventually the man ends up feeling like she doesn't really need me in this situation. So then they become a shrinking violet, and then she's like, see, this is what I thought you were going to act like anyway. And then it's like a whole cycle. And it's not because she didn't want it. It's not because she didn't want it, but she didn't know how to be in a situation like that because she never was.
That's where you gotta go in and do the real work. Absolutely encountering somebody like C-Dog. Now, going back to the tribal shit, girl.
Now, what tribe is he?
Ashanti.
What's the thing about Ashanti men?
Men are very, 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 very strong men. They are very strong men. Everybody describes them as that. Even the other men from other tribes say that about Ashanti men. It was not until I encountered a strong man that I realized that some of the things that I do are mad disrespectful.
Like what? What did you do that was disrespectful?
Just what I'm talking about. Saying what I need to say when the fuck I need to say it. Like right now, if I'm feeling, oh, you know what, I feel like you disrespecting me, you on some other shit. I'm gonna come to your house and tell you 11 to 12 o'clock. Like, that was disrespectful, but it's what we do. It's what we do in the States. I'm finna text him right now. I'm finna call him and tell him I'm finna ride by his house. We do that.
Right.
We do it. Like, this nigga finna hear me. I'm finna, this
you will hear me when I want you to hear me, which is right now.
But him, okay, ride to my house. Come in the house. And step in the house. He'll come in, go in the room, lay down back in the bed, put the covers on him, turn the light on. I turn the light back on. C-Dog, you gonna listen to me. Okay, what you want to say? And then I start my little thing. Do you want to lay down? Do you want to lay down? Are you gonna take a shower? Are you tired? I'm talking. And he's, are you tired? Okay, lay down. I'm not even answering. Okay, lay down. To where you so disarmed.
Right.
Because it don't matter how mad, I would get madder. That's how most of our fights was. I would get madder by how calm
Right.
You know, it's their vibe. It's really, really just telling you. And the reason why they react that way, the reason why that strength is the way it is they're fortified by their tribe. They pass their traditions down a lot. You know, from your father, your grandfather, your this, your that. You know, the reason why you don't have that same kind of thing in an African American man is, yes, I mean, we're still dealing with a lot of them were raised by their mother. We're still dealing with a lot of them maybe have come from broken homes or, you know, just not the best situation. You know, even the ones that come from great homes, they still deal with the racism we deal with in the States day to day, the sexism, the rich ones too. You know, so mentally.
So you feel like the layer of just America being removed here?
It just fucks with our men. And here, they don't deal with it. Like Asante men, they their own little personal celebration every time they see each other. Like, so you constantly have somebody bigging you up, like, all the time, like, for nothing. You could just be you. Look at this man. Hey. They bigging each other up so much. African American men don't even do that to each other. So you have this man that's operating really at 30%. And then you coming along with a relationship. And he's having to sustain you 100% on 30% of self-esteem, self-worth, security, and all that. So it's not, you know, people always throw the word arrogant. Like, it's not arrogant. You know, the funny thing with C-Dog, I'm always joking with him. And, you know, and everybody, I say when he get dressed, he always say, when I get dressed, I just get dressed. I don't look in the mirror. It's such an arrogant thing to say. It's such and it's funny, but it's true. When he gets dressed, he's like, this is nice, I'm good. And he's out. He never checks the mirror. Not for 1 second. And as much as it's funny, it's deep. Because even as a black person, how many times do I look right? Do this look right? No, this look fucked up. Somebody gonna think I'm poor. Somebody gonna think I'm gonna rob them. Somebody gonna think we have to look in the mirror 50 times, not realizing that we're not looking at ourselves. We're not looking at our reflection. We're staring at all our insecurities every single day and identifying them and eating them. We're literally eating our insecurity for breakfast. Meanwhile, this nigga don't even look in the mirror. And he like, everybody about to love this Asante man.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
And where are you guys at and where do you want to go?
I said I want to get married. One, because I didn't think I wanted to be married again until like a year ago when he didn't make me start feeling it. I just started feeling it. Success makes you feel like that because one, your friend pool gets smaller because ambitious women is not the same as ambitious men. Mm-hmm. Like ambition in a woman, as much as we be like on some girl power, blah blah blah. When you really become an ambitious woman and you really start accomplishing shit, other women can't identify with you.
Right?
They be like, "Why you not married? Why you don't have no kids, girl? You don't have no boyfriend." It really comes up like that. Mm-hmm. So your friend pool becomes smaller. And then honestly, your boyfriend becomes your friend. Y'all end up doing a lot of stuff together. Mm-hmm. He ends up hearing a lot of your first ideas because he's not, if you have a really good partner, mm-hmm. he's not biased. He'll be like, that shit dope. Or if it's something that's not that hype, he'll be like, that shit whack. You know,
right.
It's different, you know, when you become successful, it's like that. You know, and this aside from that. So, I mean, I just started feeling like I want to be married again. I just feel like it'll just take time with us. Because one, we're still really, really learning each other culturally. Mm-hmm. And then we're also learning each other's little parts.
So what's different culturally? That's hard to learn or get to the next step.
Everything. Even with understanding that part, it took me a while to understand that he's Asante, like his confidence is on 100. And then also it's certain things they say about the tribe, like they're not romantic. And I mean, the nigga's really not romantic, but he's nice. But when you don't have romance and then you pretty and other niggas is romancing you, you start looking at your nigga like, you know what? Maybe you not that awesome. And in real life, your nigga is really that awesome. And the dudes that are romancing you aren't that.
They're just putting on.
Right. You know, but it's hard to read as a woman because we like those things.
Right.
You know, so with him being Asante man, then I have to go back to my little Asante playbook and figure out a way to make him understand I need a little bit of romance. Because it's not that he can't. You know, and yeah, you're gonna meet some guys that are like straight Ashanti, and then you meet some modern guys. As much as he's Ashanti, and I like his culture. I like that he teaches me things about his culture. I like all the little ins and outs. I want to do all the wedding traditions and all that little shit that they do, taking drinks and all this bullshit that I don't know. Like, I want to do it all, but he has over time. You know, it's been people that have explained to him she's not Ghanaian. Like, she's not even Ghanaian. Like, you really don't understand. It's like she's 4 years old. Like, she's a 4-year-old baby. Mm-hmm. Like, all the shit that you talking about, all the words and stuff you know, she don't know. So you be feeling like she should automatically know. She don't know.
Right. So a lot of learning involved.
Yeah. So on both of our parts. Now, it won't take forever. It'll just take time.
Does your family know about him?
Yeah.
And are they planning on meeting him or vice versa?
I mean, we'll do it. We'll definitely do it with time. Me and him both are the same tempo on that. I ain't in no rush. I'm in Ghana. I'm not in no rush to meet his mom. He asked about my mom. I asked about his mom. We've traveled to Spain for him to visit his dad. I didn't go visit his dad. He spent some days with his dad. Mm-hmm. I kicked it around Spain myself.
Why didn't you visit the dad since you were there anyway?
I don't feel like it. I'm not there. I'm not there mentally.
Now, if you think this is like a man that treats you like a queen, mm-hmm. and is it in a lot of ways, mm-hmm. what's the apprehension on that part?
I'm not marrying his parents. I gotta get it right with him. People are so quick to want to know people's parents and uncles and aunts.
That's me though. Like, this is what I do. So if I meet a guy and I'm like, I could really see this going somewhere, I'm my own person and I have my own systems and my own beliefs, and if I love somebody, there's nothing on earth that my parents can do to make it stop. Just nothing. But how they interact with me interacting with this person, so not even so much their opinion, but just how I feel their energy, I think about it, right? Every guy I think I've ever even like gotten semi-serious with, I'm like, and I don't make it even a big deal. I'm like, oh, you know, like, we're throwing like a party at the house, like, you should come by. Meanwhile, like, he don't know. My mom is fully assessed, and then afterwards I'm like, Mom, what did you think? And my mom is really honest, and sometimes like her honesty screws with me. And she'll be like, Miss Spirit, just no take him. And I'm like, you and your damn spirit again, just don't be taking people, okay? Yeah. But it does mean something to me, right? Yeah. So I may not, that moment I might be like, all right, Mom, I'm off you for a couple weeks until your spirit gets right. And eventually I'm like, damn her and her spirit, my spirit doesn't take him either.
It's crazy though, but from two different perspectives. Within his culture, mm-hmm. like, you don't really, and every tribe is not like this, they don't really be taking people to meet their parents unless that's the person that you're gonna marry. And like, here they get it. Mm-hmm. Like, here they get it. And from my side, I'm already strong. I have to really help you to become strong and like do some push-ups or something, because meeting my mom and my brother, your feelings gonna be hurt. They like, I don't know, they like me times 100. Like, my brother is so funny, but he's also sarcastic. My mom can literally say anything, like, you just don't know. Like, she always wants to talk on speakerphone. And I'm like, why?
I need everybody in the room to hear me. Put me
like,
on speaker.
The moment she called, I'm like pushing the volume like down. Because she might answer the phone, hey, we always, hey, Piggy daughter. And I'm like, hey, Piggy mom. And she's like, girl, my stomach is fucking with me today, girl. Like, it's just like, so I don't be in a rush for nobody to meet my parents, because look, you might not be ready.
Is there such a thing? Because, okay, this is sort of how I look at it. This is who they are, just like this is who I am. Mm-hmm. So if you come at me and I say some shit, because that's what I say or then you might not be ready. And if my mom says some shit, then that's who she is. Like, it's all a part of who you are. It's for the
first reason that I say it, that he is marrying me and marrying into my family. He's not marrying my family.
Right.
So the real fortification, the time spent, the understanding, all of that stuff have to be mapped out before y'all get to meeting family and friends and all that. And everybody's in such a rush to do that to make it connective. But the thing about it is, just like in the body, connective tissue, you can cut it. But things like muscle, muscle is hard to cut. It's strong. And the more and more you build it, it becomes even more impossible. A person can even have like strong abs and you go to stab them and you can't even get the knife through.
Right.
But connective tissue, shit you just connecting in the body so that it forms something like fat and go straight through it. So I mean, you really have to be more than connective tissue. You have to be more than connected. Because I'm connected with so many niggas on so many levels. But the real muscle and the real meat of the situation is what a relationship has to be.
So what's next for you here in Ghana?
Just working. I mean, overall, my son is in college, so this is different because I've been a mom most of my life, over half of my life. So it's like I'm getting up and I don't have to worry about what somebody's going to eat. I don't have to take anybody to school.
You don't have to take care of anybody.
Yeah, and it's just me. Like, even like the other day, like my IBS was messing up because I think I ate chocolate for 3 days. Like, because I don't have to feed nobody. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to just eat 3 little pieces of chocolate. Fucked up my intestines. But, it's like, it's different. So I'm considering so many different things in life. People in the United States, we're so used to absorbing responsibility. And what I mean by that is just constantly having random shit to do.
Right.
Like, we're told the ultimate goal is to have this high-paying job, not realizing that the high-paying job takes 80 hours.
Right. Takes away from your whole entire life.
Yeah. Oh, you need to buy this house. And then the house got the mortgage, and then the homeowner's fees, and then the maintenance, and then you got to cut the grass, and then you got to water the grass, and then watering the grass make the grass go fast, then you got to cut it again. And then, we just live a very different lifestyle in the States where we just have all these steps of a burden, like straight up burden that we don't even take, like lies like, all right, I'm going to resign from my job and see the world. It's not common.
Right.
It's not common at all. And which I'm sure explaining this to another American person, people are like, what the fuck? Like, why? Even explaining it to people abroad, they more so get it than her people at home. So sometimes you have to do that for yourself. So with me, just exploring my son, exploring myself, doing a lot of the hard work, trying to get a lot of the suppressive nature that I've adapted from being wronged in my divorce, trying to shake some of the addictive nature of ambition, because ambition has you believe that it's going to wake you up when you're dead, and it's not true.
What do you wish that people in the U.S. knew about Ghana or just Africa in general?
All the big dicks over here. No, that's a lie.
Well, I think everybody should come to Africa and date.
And this is just Maya. Don't be trying to put this on nobody else. I feel like if African Americans came to Africa not to search their past and ancestry, but to understand a portion of themselves, their right now self. Like, you can't come and be like, this is what my great-great-great-grandmother stood. Like, it won't resonate with you.
Right.
But if you come and you learn something about your new self, yes, slave castles and the different things that are here help you understand what happened to your people. But if you don't put it relative to now, like, the women that stood in these dungeons could never accomplish the things that I'm doing now, unless you say that to yourself. You'll always, I guess the best way to say it is, I tell people, do not find encouragement from testimony. Girl, I just had such a bad existence. I used to get beat on from my dad. And like, if I wrote my testimony, I was abused as a child. My dad was addicted to drugs. He was trying to kill my mom, beat us every weekend. We grew up without water getting cut off, lights getting cut off. My mom did her best. I'm a cancer survivor. I've been divorced. I've been through a lot. I was raped when I was 11. Like, what if I took all that and then tried to build myself from that? I tell people it's like trying to build yourself from boo-boo. Yes, those situations happen. Yes, they're rough. Yes, it's very unfortunate. Yes, you made it through, so you're made of something stronger. But the thing about a testimony is it's a test. And when you pass, you don't never look at it again. How many tests have you passed that you go pick them up and be like, I passed this. I was good that day. It never happened.
Right.
So I tell people, never take encouragement, never take strength from testimony. You have to look at what you are right now and build off of what you are right now. Even if it's nothing but awake.
Right.
That you just have life in your body. You might not have $1 in your pocket, living out on the streets, but you're awake so your situation can change. I never gather strength from testimony because it's just a test. It's even temporary. I always say, you know what, I did cool today. I'm going to try and do more tomorrow. Oh man, I really like how I did this today. When I went to those slave castles, absolutely, I was stirred because it was just such a monumental thing. But I think the thing that pushed me from it was you see 1, then you see 2, then you see 3, then you see 10, then you see 20, and they're everywhere. Right. And you realize that this didn't happen to a few people. This happened to millions of people. So what's different between me and them? Nothing. Time. Mm-hmm. So wow, that's crazy. I really need to build off the opportunity that I'm having right now. I don't say, oh, I need to be better because my people were slaves and they went through shit.
Because otherwise you can live in the story.
I'm going to tell you who put you in the right now. The fucking bank. Go to the bank. Go to the bank right now and tell the bank what happened to you a year ago. Tell the bank your daddy used to beat on you. Tell the bank you used to have a drug habit. Tell the bank that you've been raped. Tell the bank that you lost your baby. The bank don't care. And not to say that money is everything, but if you're trying to understand your success, because it's always these motivational speakers and all these people that have these sad ass stories. Mm-hmm. They're cashing in on your emotional vulnerability.
Right.
And they're making you plug into them and buy their book and do this by selling you this sad story. Don't sell me no sad story. Yep. Give me the keys to the castle. Show me how you did it. I really, really thrive off of life. I can't thrive off of testimony. Put me anywhere in the world. I'm going to have more money in my pocket than when I started. I'm going to have more friends than when I started.
I just thought of the Jay-Z line where he's like, put me anywhere on God's green earth, I'll triple my worth.
You know, and it's life. And that's what people don't understand. No, it's not a money thing. It's really, really just getting out here and just really doing it. You can't take that from testimony. Girl, we didn't got off into everything.
Maya, thank you for bringing the real and not the testimony tonight. I'm looking forward to your adventures here in Ghana.
That's cute.
So Maya, where can people reach you?
You can definitely follow me on Instagram at modern, that's MODERN, Maya, MYA, James. Send all of your news and Cash App donations. I'm just kidding, but definitely you can follow me on Instagram. I mean, because other than that, you know, I'm always chatting on there, talking to people, answering questions, you know, random stuff. You can follow me on Facebook if you want to. It's Maya James, same thing, MYA James. I'm the girl with the white hair and the electric smile.
Well, thank you again so much and for being so open and sharing your experiences here in Ghana.
Bing.
And thank you guys so much for listening today. And please let me know what you think of the show at Tanisha Wood on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can also catch me on drlpodcast.com. Until next time, wish me love. Hello again, my lovely listeners. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of DRL. If you like the show, be sure to go on iTunes and leave a rating and also write a review. And don't forget to share with your friends and tell them all about DRL. Thank you so much for supporting.